straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night. She had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, 15. Hey, boys, go forward, go down. Let's go, yellow.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, on. Settle down, huh? Let's go.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game.
Let's go, 15.
Smith on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Richmond.
To throw on second is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. As Washington's offense comes back out there, gives us a chance to talk about Adrian Peterson, who's 20th. He says he feels like he still has juice in the tank.
He's always going to feel that way. One of the most competitive players the game has ever seen. Struggled in New Orleans last season before getting to Arizona and put up decent numbers there, 448 yards rushing. Chewed up Tampa Bay in the first game that he played for the Cardinals, but he only averaged 3.4 yards per carry for the season. How about the performance with Washington in his first preseason game? Averaged 5.1 yards per carry. If that's the AP they get, they'll be excited.
From the 50, it's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. Orange.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a first down throw. Watson going deep this time for Miller. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Looking long for his tight end read. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Brown able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. Watson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come back, come back.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. Going up top from... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So out now come the Redskins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attack.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Smith now looking to throw on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about it in the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Come back, come back.
On first down, Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try to stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw on second down. Watson, he'll buy some time right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Richmond.
Third and long. It's Watson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone, and he gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Here's the screen to Powell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.